Today, I want to talk to you about one of my favourite ever quotes: "A fail to plan is a plan to fail." Okay, so it's a beautiful Saturday morning, and I'm away camping with the family, so I had a good few gins last night, and I was had about 4 and a bit hours sleep, pretty standard for camping, but surprisingly, I feel fairly refreshed. So it's really, really windy. We've had Storm Alan yesterday, running in a bit of shelter, so apologies in advance if we get some audio issues here with the huge gusts of winds. I'm running towards the coast at the moment. You can see over there, if my videographer will kindly pan over there, you'll see the sea in the distance, which is beautiful, and I should be running alongside it very soon, so this will be quite a scenic run if you just want to run with me for the scenery. So it's a Saturday morning and it's productivity hacks. Sorry, I'm just listening to my instructions. If you've run with me on there we go. I'm going to cross this road off to another trail. But if you run with me when I'm running new routes, you'll know that I can't just focus on two things. And apologies, my content probably does suffer a little bit as I'm trying to focus on which route I'm going. But yeah, Saturday mornings, productivity hacks and mindset. One of my favourite topics. I study this stuff, I read books on it, and I always try and implement little pockets and secrets that can just give me a very marginal gain. I'll take you back to when Dave Brailsford was the head of the Team Sky, I think Team Ineos now, but Team Sky cycling team, and I can smell the sea now. And he was all about marginal gains. That's a really good philosophy to take forward in whatever you do. You know, you might only get a tiny little benefit here and there, but the point is that if you implement several of them, the compounding effect of all those marginal gains will take you to the next level, and that's ultimately what helped Chris Froome and Sir Bradley Wiggins win their first Tour de France. So enough on sporting history. But so yeah, one of my favourite ever quotes is "A fail to plan is a plan to fail," and I believe it was by Benjamin Franklin. And there's another quote I'm going to link to this as well, which is by Abraham Lincoln, which is "You give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening my axe." And I think that just takes it, gives it a little bit more granularity and takes it to the next level in terms of planning. Now, I love planning, and I fall into the trap sometimes of feeling that I'm planning for too long, but the Abraham Lincoln quote puts it into some form of ratio. You know, two thirds planning, 1/3 execution. That's his model when he uses "give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'll spend the first 4 hours planning," as in preparing and sharpening my axe, 2 hours worth of execution. So it gives you a little bit of a kind of an illustration of how you can kind of use this stuff if you feel that you plan too much. I can sometimes fall into the planning trap and spend too long planning, but the Abraham Lincoln quote gave me a lot more structure behind what I'm doing, and as a result, it's going to come at a better time, this vlog episode, because I follow the 12-week year methodology. That's working in kind of quarterly chunks of the year, or 12 weeks, and then the 13th week of the quarter is your planning week. So, all right, it's not quite the 2/3 planning mantra, but all my planning, that whole week is a write-off. No work gets done other than planning for the next 12 weeks. And you get that right, it exponentially improves the output for the next 12 weeks. You get it wrong, you can almost waste those 12 weeks. So it's really, really important you understand this. And you want to come out of these planning sessions on having absolute laser-like focus and absolute clarity in what you're trying to achieve in your business, or businesses, as it is in my case. I mean, I broke down the week into, I only a 4-day week because I'm on holiday yesterday, but I've got 4 businesses I work within. So I met with all the key stakeholders of each business on each day, traveling about the country, meeting with different partners, and we went into great detail for a whole day on where we're up to, how did we get on last quarter, what did we do well, what we didn't do well, and, learning outcomes from the previous quarter, and then what do we want to achieve. And in terms of what we want to achieve, we ratchet it back from our 1 year plan. So it makes it a lot more easier to set yourself targets. But just the videographer, if you could look that way, I'm running straight towards the sea and it looks amazing. So I'm going to run along the coastline now. We're in just outside Sheringham in Norfolk, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put my camera up really high at the moment, and hopefully we can get a pan around of where I'm running. This is what Runpreneur is about, running in some really cool locations. So pan around and see where I'm running. It's absolutely beautiful. Fields on one side, really beautiful blue sky, fresh sea breeze, but the sea on my right, it's absolutely stunning. So I'm on like a little mini cliff edge. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So, but yeah, back to the planning week. Wow, it's beautiful scenery. Anyway, yeah, so because we knew what our year-end targets are, we can see how we're trending against them, or tracking against those targets. So setting goals for the next quarter were far easier. However, what you generally find when you start out on this process, the first planning session will be far more spread out with your goals. There'll be less focus, it'll be more broad is the right word. And then as you get into more throughout the year, you start eliminating different parts, and you'll get more and more clarity, more and more laser-like focus on where you are, what you need to do to achieve your goals. So it's been an amazing week, and you also find that you get so much positive energy and a real good productivity boost. And we all know productivity is enhanced by happiness. When you get that clarity, it gives you that positive energy, which leads to happiness. And when you're happy, statistically you're 31% more likely to be productive when you're happy as opposed to unhappy. So try and stay in a happy frame of mind. That's why I always end my blog with stay positive, stay happy. The beach straight ahead over there, so you can scan over there, little pebbled beach. It is just beautiful and unspoiled. So it's the first really nice scenic route that I've run for some time. I hope to do running retreats around the world, doing all this type of stuff, because this is what really lifts my energy, clears my head, and keeps me super focused on the future. So yeah, so I'm going to keep going and try and drag this out a little bit longer, because I wanted to share this with you more often, but I can't underestimate or overemphasize the importance of planning, and you get it right, it just supercharges and expedites your journey. I'm just going past some people, so bear with me a second. Morning. I think I'm going right. It's quite hilly in Norfolk. Didn't realise. I thought the east of England is all relatively flat, but it's not. And look, I'm at the absolute edge now. Look at this up here. Beautiful. So videographer pan over there. Unbelievable. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you found this useful. I'll continue dragging this episode so you can, if the video can just keep showing you the scenery whilst I talk through this last part. Just to summarise, the two amazing quotes. Try and bring them into your daily mindset. And fail to plan is plan to fail. That's my Benjamin Franklin, one of my favourite ever quotes. And favourite one from Abraham Lincoln. If you want me to give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening my axe. So that just emphasises the importance of planning. The other benefits of doing it right gives you clarity and focus, and makes your goals far more achievable. And if it's doing that, then it makes you more positive. If you're positive, you're more happy. If you're happy, you're 31% likely to be more productive. So hope this has been useful. I'm going to continue with you until I turn off this coastal road, which I will be in, hang on, about 700 metres turning off this coastal road. It is so windy. Wow, I'm right over a cliff edge. Good. Look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. If you can pan down there, I'm running over this cliff edge. That is, I'm not getting too close, it's really windy. And if you follow me, I'm losing weight, so the wind can quite easily blow me off. But, oh, unbelievable. Two of my most favourite things to give me that positiveness in energy, clarity, positivity is one, running at the beach, which is one, and second is climbing mountains, running mountains, which I'll be doing some of later in the year. So, oh wow, this is a steep bit of pathway I'm trying to get up here. Ooh. Pushing the cars barefoot running style. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Couple having a little romantic kiss on the cliff edge. Very romantic. Things you see on these runs these days. But wow, this is stunning. It just clears your head, and the wind in your face. It just feels so clean. Put the camera up high again, so you can see what I'm seeing when I run. This is unbelievable. Whew. I'm out of breath as well. All this uphill. Hopefully I'll get some downhill on the way home. But yeah, so have a think about what you can incorporate into your planning process. Try and get something that works for you. It will be bespoke to the way you work and operate, but the underlying philosophy and principles remain the same. You need to invest some time into this. So, little dog coming after me. Fortunately, it's not a big one. It's not going to attack me. Morning! Nice day for it. And see how happy people generally are when you're in this environment. It's not like driving through gridlock in London, road rage and that side of things. Totally opposite. This is what life's all about. So these experiences. Whew. As you can see, what a beautiful run. I would quite happily run this route every day, because this would sort me right out on a daily basis. Alright, I'm going to leave you now as I try and navigate my way back. Hope you found this the content beneficial, but at worst, hope you found the scenery, because it is stunning. But yeah, so as always, any questions on planning, productivity or anything like that, drop me a comment. My guarantee to you is that I'll respond to every comment. If it's a bigger question, a bigger topic, I'll do a vlog episode, tag you in. If you think someone else will get good value, please tag them in and share this. If it's on another platform, subscribe. I will be doing unique content to each different social channel, so you should be able to find me on every channel. Shouldn't be a problem. And on the contrary, if you are not enjoying this or find it irrelevant, unfollow and friend me. It won't clutter up your feeds. But check out my Facebook group before you do that. Just search Runpreneur Group, because all my different topics are catalogued in the running group. So in the Runpreneur Group, so you can dip in and out as you please. So that's pretty much it from me. Hope you found a good value, and the scenes are beautiful. I'm just going to stop here for a second, just to show you one last time where I've run. If you look back that way, look at that path. Look at the scenery. Look over there, pure rural countryside. Over there, this beautiful sea along the coast. I have to say, this is up there with some of the most scenic runs I've ever done. And if you've not been to Sheringham, this is just west of Sheringham, between Weybourne and Sheringham. and it's one of my favourite runs. It will definitely be clocked as one of my favourite runs. So hope you found this useful. Back down to me, my ugly face and my bright orange vest. As always, stay positive, stay happy, and I will see you on the next episode.